Moving on to the next session. Our expert speaker for today, Mr. Dayakar Reddy, is the president of IPAMA, the Indian Printing, Packaging and Elite Machinery Manufacturers Association, vice president of Global Print, which is the apex body of the globe like UK, USA, Germany, Japan, China, India, etc. And he is also the advisor of Asia Print. Mr. Dayakar Reddy is a highly experienced printing, manufacturing, and marketing professional spanning over an illustrious career of 25 years at various reputed companies before starting his own ventures. Mr. Reddy, an engineer by profession, is an alumnus of Government Institute of Printing Technology, Secunderabad. He is the CEO of Gutenberg Machinery Manufacturers Private Limited and Managing Director of Om Sri Sai Vani Secure Print Private Limited and Director in 2 more organizations. With this brief intro, I request Mr. Dayakar Reddy Garu to deliver his lecture. Sir, over to you. Dayakar Reddy Garu.
Yeah, happy afternoon to all the women entrepreneurs. First of all, I thank you very much for inviting me for this meaningful webinar uh, for exclusively for women entrepreneurs. I've been following COVID from the inception. They've been growing really very fast, very fast. I would say many associations are there across the country, but they've been stepping up in every state, everywhere. Hopefully, I wish them to grow in internationally because we have Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, SAARC countries. You can focus really. There's a huge scope to be grow your business. Uh, uh, Thank you for inviting me for this webinar today on specific subject of opportunities in printing and packaging. Yeah, hopefully all the participants can see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Uh, Basically, I'm a printing technologist. I have done my education in printing technology. I think this is my 26th year in this printing industry. I'm quite happy to be in this part because I have decided in my sixth class, when I was studying my sixth class, I need to enter into printing industry. Eventually, I completed my schooling, then enter into printing engineering. I did my printing technology. Uh, Most of my career, I've been into marketing line. Then uh, early 2000s, early 2000, we have set up our own units. I've been worked in big companies across the country. I had traveled almost on 47 countries in this globe, only for the business, not for pleasure. So I just share my experiences and then the opportunities what a woman can obtain. In fact, I know many women are there in this paper plates and notebook industries, but not many because print industries, I would say, a little male-dominated industry. But being a male, I would say, woman has a more a vision. Woman has a more patience to have any kind of business. So what I would suggest is the participants who are participating today this webinar, I would say don't look for job. You can be in a situation if you set up an entrepreneur, if you set up an industry, you can able to give jobs to at least 5, 10, 15, whatever the size of your industry. So I would request all the participants who are participating this, don't only see only one side of the coin, see the second side also. And there's a huge scope available. And when we meet government officials in the nationwide, they will say we have short of human entrepreneurs. There is a lot of funds, especially ST and SC and women entrepreneurs. I would tell you, there's a thousands of crores are lying on government board. Thousands, not thousand. They said MSME alone they have 15,000 crores available for lady ST and SC entrepreneurs. They are eagerly looking for those. So if any participants are here, belongs to SC and ST, they have a huge scope. So let's go into a one-to-one. Before we go into the specific segment, I would like to tell you the print and packaging industry is the one of the biggest industry. It is estimated to be worth 6.5 lakh to 7.5 lakh crores, which is equivalent to almost all three big size, let's say example, Andhra, Telangana, Karnataka, maybe probably whole South India's budget. It's a huge industry. And we are very pleased to happy that announce that our industry has been accommodated for 2,000 people. You know, when we say somebody says railways are the second largest, but see the numbers. Railways has only 35 lakhs employment. And secondary, our industries, when we talk about this 12%, what I mean to say is overall in print and packaging industry, maybe one particular, maybe newspaper industries, separate growth, but as a print and packaging industry, 12% annually we are growing. And this is the second largest industry next to the space. There's a huge opportunity. There's one more myth in about printing industries. When you say somebody, I'm a printer, they said, oh, you are an invitation, visiting card and wedding card printer. No, sorry, my dear participants and friends, the money what you spent from your wallet is printed by a printer. That's a printing. It is not a God gift. It is printed by a printing press. We have 3 printing presses in the country, one in Assam, one in Mysore, one in Madhya Pradesh. Your money, your currency is printed there. Secondly, when a child comes into this world, he need a birth certificate. When elder people depart from this world, he need a death certificate. So what I mean to say is every moment of your life is connected with the print. Say example, I am Dayakar Reddy. How do I express I am Dayakar Reddy? I need my visiting card. I need my letterhead. Again, it has to be printed by print. So you imagine without print, nothing. See, I made a Rolls-Royce car, but how do I present the Rolls-Royce car? I need a brochure. I need a emblem on it, Rolls-Royce. That's again, it's a print. It's a different versions of print. So printing is second biggest, and I'm proud to be there. Says I'm into a printing industry. But unfortunately, in India, our industry is unorganized sector. Rest of the world, it is well organized when we talk about US, Europe, or some African countries. But unfortunately, in India, we have unorganized sector. There are certain countries where printing industry has given industries a minister also, exclusive minister also. But unfortunately, we didn't have. So where do you get the visibility? Where do you get these industries? What we are discussing today: notebook, paper, and textile printing. We organize world's 4th largest exhibition, and India is one of the biggest exhibition from last 30 years. It's called Print Pack India. Normally, once in 2007, we had organized in Hyderabad, but normally this exhibition in Delhi, it used to be happen in ITPO. In 2013, we moved to India Expo Mart in Greater Noida. Apart from that, there are other exhibitions, PAMAX, screen print exhibition, textile exhibition. There is a lot of small industries, regional wise also. So wherein you can see what I am delivering today, the segments, you can see live machines, you can available information on these particular segments. So let's go with the first notebook industry. I'm quite happy to say that Kovai, Hyderabad, the first industrial area, there is a notebook industry called Manas Paper Products, and that gentleman does exclusive OEM for ITC notebooks. ITC has a notebook manufacturing this business also, so he does exclusive business for that. So to set up a notebook industry, we have different variants. The machine what you can see on the left hand side, that's a fully automatic machine, wherein if you can just insert the paper. This is the paper. If you can insert the paper, the other end you will get the notebook finished. And this project cost you Just alone, this standalone machine will cost you around 1.5 plus, depending on speed and sizes and things, 1.5 crore. But as COVID has recommended me the project from 10 lakhs to 1 crore. So we do have, versions, this is, if you see on the left hand side, again, this is a standalone. This does only when you open the notebook, you will see the lines and boxes. That this is called as a ruling. You can rule on this standalone machine, then you can convert onto the next process, folding, then you can convert onto pinning and other process. If somebody says no, I will not invest, even this project will cost you say about a crore or something like that, but still you have one more option also. Instead of this machine, today most of the paper mills, they are supplying paper with ruled form. You can opt the ruled form, then you can eliminate this particular equipment which is costing around 25 to 30 lakhs rupees. You can eliminate that. Rest of the investments you can do it, wherein this is a folding machine, pinning machine, other finishing equipments you can go, wherein you can start with 30 lakhs also. We have supplied many projects with from 25 to 30 lakhs, this notebook industry. You all know these days most of the governments across the country are providing free notebooks, providing free books. So this it started about 5-10 years since, and if you see the budgets for education industry every year growing on. So definitely one will have a huge scope here. But the challenges in this notebook industry is your basic raw material is a paper. Basic raw material is a paper. And if you take a notebook, a particular 124 page notebook, say example 124 pages notebook is sold in the market about 9 rupees or 10 rupees, your paper cost could be around 6.5 rupee in it. So basically the prices is always placed the raw material cost of major raw material of paper. So now, for example, today, if you see before Corona, after Corona, the prices of paper has been drastically grown. In fact, entire industry is protesting because there is so many parameters. The shipping cost is grown, the pulp rates have been grown. So these things will always you need to keep in mind before going in. The second biggest challenge is when I said 30 lakhs, you can set up a project. Normally, entrepreneur will start making 35 to 40 lakhs only. But I am talking about 30 lakhs only for the equipments. Where do you install your equipments? You need a shed, you need a building. You have to see the provision for that. And number two, not only equipments, maybe you may have a good rapport into schools, you may good rapport into stationery shops or shopping malls or any online shoppings also. But the thing is, when we talk about these particular niche markets, this comes under niche market because this is not a widely done markets. When you go to a stationery shop to ask him to sell you your product, he will demand 100 things. He will say, first of all, the season starts in, because normally schools close March, April, then the school starts in June, July. Most of the school starts in June and July. So by that 3 months, he will say, okay, you dump the material. Maybe I will pay you 10%, 20%. Once the schools reopen, then we will pay you. So one has to have a very good running capital, working capital with an organization. In my 25 years experience, I have seen whatever the failures in the business, 80% of the failures only because of these working capitals. They have a beautiful setup, beautiful project, beautiful vision, but unfortunately they will not have a working capital. For example, banks also, bank working style of is, whatever the turnover you are doing, they will only give you working capital at certain amount. They will not give you 60% is a working capital. They'll give you hardly 10, 20, 30% maximum. So one, before setting up any kind of, I'm not talking about notebook, any kind of business, you need to consider your working capital also. So I will always say example, your project cost is costing you 1 crore, land and building and other things. You need to have at least 3 to 5 times working sources available. I would not say it is a liquid cash. So probably you may need to have a asset wherein whenever you require, you can pledge to bank and you can obtain a working capital also. So that every participant has to keep it in mind. Working capital is very, very important key factor in any business. So as I said, notebook industry can be start from even if without this machine, this is a folding machine. You can still have an option today. There are many players play with this. You can do manual folding also. You can hire 3 or 4 people, experts who can fold also. So at least to start, this spinning machine, other few cutting machine, other machines as required, smaller machine, which we can start even 15-20 lakhs also. Right, minimum investment without this ruling and folding, you can start even 15 lakhs. You can set up a notebook industry in a small manner, of course, not in a big manner. End of the day, you convert about a few tons, maybe 1 ton, 2 tons paper. Wherein if this machine is capable of doing, if you run the machine 24 hours, you can convert around 10 tons. 10 tons in the sense, say example, around almost 40 to 50,000 notebooks in a day. When we go manually, your production will reduce to 2,000, 3,000 notebooks. So it all depends on how you want to set up. As I said on the first slide, this can be 24 hours. You can convert around 17 to 20 tons paper. So you need hardly any manpower in this. With 2 or 3 people, you can process this machine. But as I said, the project starts from this machine alone starts from 1.5. So apart from these notebooks, where you can pitch, what all you can do. If you go to a hotel for a conference or any conferences, every conference there will be a stationery. Writing stationery. Those are all can be made by notebook industry only. Apart from this, when you save, of course, today nobody saves on a paper. Everybody is saving on electronic mode, mobile and emails, domains. But you need a directories. Those things will also can be done through the notebook industry. These are all the setup. As I said, if you want to set up a manual, minimum cost, this is a semi-automatic paper cutting machine. This is the edge squaring machine, and this is the pinning machine. With these 3 machines, one can start notebook manufacturing unit. With these 3 machines, this would cost you. This is about 1 lakh machine. This is about 5 lakhs. This is about 100,000. So even if you have a 10 to 12 lakhs rupees, we can fit into that particular ring, but you will have a certain limitation on it. You cannot do every notebook what is available in the market. So these are the machines required for the notebook industry. As I said in my earlier remarks also, there are dozens of people who are manufacturing notebook by women. When we talk about in this webinar, I always insist about, of course, there are thousands of units across the globe, across the country, but specifically in gender wise, if you talk about women, I know successful women, they are from a female person. And India's top 5 printing presses, it's called IPP press in Noida. She is a lady. She is a lady, Amila Singhvi. She is a lady. She had she's a 4th or 5th in the rank in India. She has given job opportunities for more than 1,200 people in their Noida plant in Delhi. So when we come to the next paper plate, of course, many people are there. Before going into this paper plate, I would like to warn all the participants. Every day in a newspaper, I will see most of the newspapers a small advertisement saying that we will supply you newspaper plate making equipments to you, and we will give you 60% of your production. We will buy and we will promote ourselves. Do not trust all of them. I am not blaming each and everyone, but I have seen in my last 2 decades many incidences. A few months back, there was a person has been cheated 2.63 crore rupees from Uppal, Hyderabad. So be careful of those things and do not trust, because being a supplier of equipments, I cannot provide 60% of my jobs to each and every entrepreneur. If somebody is saying this, first of all, he is bluffing. He is putting you into a problem. Do not blindly trust whatever I say. Even as a speaker, I am saying cross check from your end. You may ask wherein I can cross check. Now today, Google has given luckily everything on a fingertip, everything on fingertip. So definitely you have to cross check before you venturing into any industry. I'm not talking about my particular paper, any industry. One person, one entrepreneur who's planning to invest some X amount of money, he should have thoroughly done his homework. Just do not compare with X, Y, Z. You should do it your own research on it. These paper plates again, there is wide available. Maybe some people can see these days eco-friendly paper plates have been coming up. Wherein say example this green color, what you can see, that's like a leaf, but actually that is not a leaf. That is a plastic film. So I would say this is not a eco-friendly actually. So, but this has been a widely used. Probably 95% of the market in India is used by this. And again, there will be a gum in with adhesive in between it. With this plastic and board will be paste. Then this is the machine wherein you can keep the rolls of whatever, maybe green is not the mandatory, you can do many other films also available. You can place it on these roll stands, and you can pass these, and it will create the layers, and it will punches on this particular form. A paper cup will be, there is a heat resistance dice will be there, it will form the plate, and you have to remove it and put it in a shipping process, like these bundles. Every bundle has a 30-20, depends on the customer. And recycled paper, now slowly last couple of years, everybody is hearing about eco-friendly. There's a huge demand for the recycle. And these segment can be cope up with, basically again it is a wholesale market, mostly sold through wholesale market. And secondary, the avenue for these marketing these paper plates is, big caterers. Today if you see any city you go, there will be a top 5 caterers. Probably every day they consume at least 20-30,000 plates. Everybody is not using fiber or the costly crackery. Many people, most of the people, 60 to 70% people uses only paper clubs. Because they don't need to wash it, they simply just throw it. So this is the market.
Sir, you have got muted. Ready, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muted? Okay.
Yeah.
So the venue of these paper plates can be, your own city's big caterers. That is the one big market. In this setup, you can produce around 30,000 plates in a day. So if you have a one good caterer, your factory will be survived. Then markets, of course, every corner of your street there will be a couple of shops who would be selling into these paper plates, so you have to market. But this is not like a notebook. This is not that size market. It is very small, but most of the 99% of this industry is a small time home. Probably a wife and husband, or two sisters, or one family of 4 contained, they make these things. You can't see this market in a very big way. Very few players are there in northern India and Goa, and of course in Hyderabad also we have two big players, but they focus mostly into across the globe. They won't be, when one has invested in a huge 5-10 crore rupees, their marketing would be across the globe. They may not touch into local market. So that's where small time plate making unit players will fetch it to. So madam, I can't move my slide. I don't know why. Hello?
Raman, just check it.
No. Maybe I am not a co-host now, so that's why I'm not able to. Hello?
Yes.
I am not able to, move my slide. I don't know. Maybe I'm still co-host, man. Let me see. No, I'm not co-host, so that's why my yeah.
Naman.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can
Yeah,
you make me
please,
co-host, madam, please?
Ma'am, he should be able to.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's okay. Yeah, because I've been removed by co-host. So yeah, so let's move into the next very interesting segment, textile printing. Hopefully, very few people must be knowing today your curtain is printed, your bed sheet is printed, your sofa set is printed, everything is printed. This market in India, I would say, we are not into that digital era. This market is not into that digital era. The machine, what you can see here, it's a digital printing. It prints directly on your cloth. Once you print it, then you can convert into whatever the form you wanted to make it, maybe curtain or sofa set black or pillow cover, whatever you can make it. So this industry is really growing, and we are just entering into the digital era. Is a huge scope, but apart from this, you see when you go to a shopping mall, there's a sublimation printing, but that is very tiny business. It's not that big market, but the profitables are very good. Basically, the profits are very high profits in that sublimation printing. They will print your photo on t-shirt on spot. They take your photograph, they print it there, and they will give it to your t-shirt. They'll have ready-made garments, whatever t-shirt or anything is there, cap or anything, so they will print and give it to you. This market is really growing very fast mode, because today everybody would like to use everything printed. You see a carry bag today, maybe if it is a cloth carry bag also, it is comes with a print. Those things will be moving into digital very soon, because textile industry has a huge growth in India. A lot of opportunities are waiting for you people there. So now total complete picture of digitalization. Maybe someone may think now everywhere you are talking about digital. So how this industry will succeed? So digitalization is happening anywhere. Today the best example what we say. Do we ever thought about few years back we will have a meetings like this? Never, never. We used to always have a face to face, but this COVID has changed entire digitalization. No, my kids are in my other room. My kids are studying their studies today. They're attending classes. They're having their examination. For instance, the NEET, the doctor examination is happening online. It is not a offline. So digitalization is everywhere is there, but every digitalization has certain limitation. Digitalization will not taken into every industry. Sorry, there is definitely digitalization will give your business a value added thing, added advantage for you. You can enhance your business with the digital technologies or digital, maybe it may be digital textile printing, or even notebooks also. If you see on ITC today, they have a portal, ITC portal. You can have your own photograph on every note. Probably six notebooks, a bunch of 6 books. If you buy, you can print your kids photograph. You can print your photograph. That maybe use it for your gifting notebooks also. Especially kids are having their birthdays or some function, you can gift them. What I mean to say is, notebook industry cannot be replaced with digital, but notebook industry can get momentum, can get benefit with this digital industry. That is how digitalization will all in all fetch into any business. It's totally into any business. Ma'am, how much time still have?
Parvati Garu.
3 minutes, I said.
Madam, 3 minutes. Okay, so digitalization can definitely fetch into these things. And as I said in my early remarks also, do remember 3 points first. Any segment you select, do your own homework. Work hard for it, get the details, get the feasibilities, get the pains of that particular industry. Number two, work on more on that particular project. Maybe you have seen some business, X business, that must be, he must be doing, she must be doing very well. Do not just jump into that business. You look into what are the difficulties, what are the challenges. So as I said, just any industry today, Google has given so much of data bank. You will get 80% of the data. Sometimes we take the Google also. Everything is not available with us, so we opt from the Google also. And number three, specifically, I'm this instructing this to the entrepreneurs who are stepping into entrepreneur. Your working capital, that is very, very important. And of course, today, thanks to like associations like COVE or other SIDBI or NSIC, there are a lot of schemes. When we venture into our businesses, we didn't have any scopes. Like before the meeting, we were discussing, when COVE directors set up their own business, they didn't have any webinar like this. There no knowledge sharing at all. But at least you people have a platform like COVE or SIDBI, other things, wherein you get your information well in advance before setting up it. So you do utilize them. You have to speak your, open your mind, talk to the successors, talk to the entrepreneurs, talk to the COVE team. Then your days will be come. And when we come into next webinars, I would love to see out of these 100 plus entrepreneurs, at least 25 entrepreneurs would be doing your business. Thank you very much. And if any question and answers, I would love to take the question and answers.
Is this industry suitable for women?
Sorry, ma'am.
Is
Hello,
this
Parvati
industry suitable? Is this industry suitable for women?
Yes, Parvati Garu, I said during my delivery, India's biggest top fifth printing press is a woman. There's nothing. And yeah.
No, they are all big industries. Not to start with a minimum investment. Will it be a viable project for the women to start with?
Yeah, definitely. When I said textile printing, I see 20 to 30% women are into textile printing. 20 to 30%. Of course, notebook there are very less people, but textile, I don't know. Maybe reason textile in the sense sari, salwar kameez aata hai to ladies log aa jate hain, but textile there is the more women. So as I said, today technology is changed. You don't need to be think like 20 years back. Women can do any kind of hopefully you people have seen last month in Hyderabad, a woman has started climbing the poles, electric poles. Do ever thought this? No way. So women can capable of doing any kind of business. These are all not specific or difficult segments. These all the three segments women can enter.
One of the participants is asking whether this printing, this digital printing is possible on nylon cloth.
Yes, madam. Any substitute can print. Any substitute can print. But every requirement you'll get a different equipments. Every substitute is possible.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, Madhuji.
Can I ask one question?